In this video, I want to talk about the no right turn on red light sign that you'll find at some intersections. In BC, we're permitted to turn right at an intersection at a red light once we've come to a complete stop and once we've ensured that it's safe, not only from cross traffic, but also if there's anyone in our blind spot or any pedestrians coming up to use a crosswalk. However, at some intersections, they'll have signs posted. At this particular intersection, which is right beside the Mackenzie ICBC Driver Licensing Office here in Victoria, there's 3 signs. They've got 1, 2, and 3 signs telling you the same thing, and that is you cannot turn right at this intersection. And this was changed a couple of years back, in part because they've put in a bike lane here with the dedicated bike signal there. And so they don't want us to be taking a turn when our light is red and possibly the crosswalk signal is on or the bike signal is on. But the main thing here is sign observation, right? So if you're not paying attention and you're used to now making right turns at red light and you start creeping forward to try to make this turn, the examiner might then have to tell you, we can't do that maneuver here. And if they have to tell you that, then it's the end of the test. Or you might make the turn before they can even say anything, and then that would also be the end of the test. So sometimes students will not read the sign properly. They'll come up here and they'll try to go forward. I'm like, can we do that? And they're like, yeah, I think we can. I'm like, are you sure? What does the sign say? And they look at the sign, they're like, oh, we can't turn right here. Like, we can't turn right when? And they're like, I don't know, it just says we can't turn right. Or some of them will say, oh, we can't turn right on a red light, right? So it says no right turn on a red light. So read the sign properly and make sure that you abide by it. You're not in autopilot mode. Remember, this all goes back to being present behind the wheel and making sure that you're observing your surroundings, you're observing the signs they've put in place, and don't go in autopilot mode and just assume that you already know what's going to happen at this intersection. So here again, the cyclists had their own light here, and the bike signal just went to red, and now this light comes on. There's still a few seconds or 10 seconds left on the walk signal, so that means that we still need to make sure that we check for any pedestrians that are going to try to cross now. And despite the fact that we have a dedicated bike signal, I see it time and time again. Cyclists come here and they disobey the sign, that their own traffic light, and now they're treating themselves like another road user, just like a vehicle, and they decide to go through when we have a green light. So the takeaway from that is making sure that you're seeing the sign, but also not necessarily assuming that just because we can't turn right on a red, that means that once it turns green, we're totally in the clear to make the turn. No, you still have to check and do all the steps that you would normally take. So I'll leave this video here and I'll see you in the next one.